Okay, everything should be ready and working. So, what happens today? It's the last stream before the Christmas holidays break. Me and Swittzy are going to take, and so I wanted to finish this part of the story since we started some time ago. About Calpheon. As you know, we are trying to cover and show and comment the entirety of the main quest and possibly and hopefully also the very important secondary quests. But last time, because I was alone due to circumstances, I tried to do all in one go the Calpheon main quest. I'm not talking about the part of the crossroads, because for the crossroads we played each of them, because each crossroad has special interactions concerning the Nova, because let's remember that we are playing this with the Nova due to her special Calpheon interactions. And nothing connection to went poof. Our connection wasn't very happy of us streaming, so I had to stop. What happened in the previous episode happened some times ago, because then we had to look at them. Maybe you expected the scholar, but actually there are some issues concerning the story of the scholar, because the lore community said that it seems kinda rushed. Like, they finished the character, they didn't really develop the story, and they publish it nonetheless. So we'll try to wait a little bit to see if they are going to fix her story. Otherwise, we'll take it as it is, as we did it with Ulukita. So, what happened in the previous episode of Nova going through Calpheon main quest? We did our nice things, we met people and whatnot, in particular Enrique Encarotia, member of the parliament. Enrique has a niece, Nella, who wanted kinda to become a Valkyrie. And we decided to meet her, and we found out that there is book, a secret book, disappeared from the library of the Valkyries, concerning some very nasty things that the Encarotia family did in the past that involved Kzarka and the Knights of the Dawn. Basically what happened is that the Ilian Church was supposed to be a church of light, hope and whatnot against the evil forces and yada. Turns out that allegedly the church is not led by people pure at heart, bringer of light and hope, but actually it's run by Kzarka followers. So we decided we did our job. We found the book, but then Nella disappeared. So we went to look for her, and turns out she was looking for Exemari, who worked with Belmort back in the days, and Kzarka, who granted her immortality. And so we saved her from Exemari, we beat Exemari's ass, but then Nella disappeared again. So we went to look for her again, and this time we are diving deep into the lore of Kzarka even more. Fun fact, story that is kind of fragmented. We have bits in Calpheon, bits in Serendia, bits in Odilita, bits in Mountain of Eternal Winter, but apparently with the rework of Serendia that is going to be released, hopefully, as far as they said, next year, within June, hopefully, again. So, in theory, we are going to receive, finally, after 7 years, 9 if we count Korea, what actually happened to Kzarka, and how, because the last part we are going to see it now, what happened to Kzarka, but what happened in the past, like how did we reach the point we are going to see today, because that is not very clear. So hopefully the reworked Serendia questline will shed some light concerning this point. So, I was saying, we lost again Nella. We are going to look for her, and while investigating, we ended up exploring this zone. We entered from the abandoned monastery through a well, and found out a very nasty cave in the underground. I found Davi. Davi said he got some information, but first he wants us to help him to find his friend. So, again, he says that the guys in the cave took Davi's friend, and that Davi is looking for a warrior to wipe them all out. So we are going to look for the friend. As you can see here, we have the Shadow Knight, that are sort of part of the worshippers of Kzarka. Stop talking to me, you'll get us both caught at this rate. And this is the friend who's not dead, but is faking his death, so the Shadow Knights are not going to kill him, hopefully. Thanks so much. Davi can now let go of regrets. Thank you, adventurers. To be honest, Davi never saw a red-headed girl, Nella. Davi lied because Davi needed your help. I'm really sorry. And whatever at this point, give us bread. But thank you so much, Sob. The people trapped in this cave, they aren't prisoners. They are to be offered as sacrifice. A sacrifice, I'll say. Think about it. The fact that they keep their sacrificial offerings in captivity here would mean that an altar is close by. We should first deal with those Shadow Knights. They might be able to give us a clue. And of course, how do we look for clue? With the all good way of looking for clues, which is beat the heck out of them. Of course, this is a quest based on luck. You don't actually have to drop things. You just have to hope that the mobs will trigger the objective of the quest. And it's totally random. The period of time you need to get them may vary. Look here, adventurer. This one over here seems to be carrying a message. The message includes instruction to take the sacrificial offerings to the priest of the Fraternity of Light who has snuck into the abandoned monastery. And it looks like they are then to be taken to Calpheon Shrine. The dates and required sacrificial offerings are also listed here. Calpheon Shrine, you say? My spirit senses tell me that there's something wrong with that priest. I'm certain that the priest is hiding something. Let's return to Bacho. If we show him this message, he won't be able to lie anymore. Yeah, watch him. Back we go to the well. I have to say that Black Desert developers really have a passion for wells, who are more than wells. Of course I got stuck. Of course. Why shouldn't I? So I guess you've seen everything. Oh, alien, is this truly your will? Peace be at you. All is the will of Elion. You met the Valkyrie lady? How much exactly do you know about it?
We all have sins. Always have.
Yes, I believe I can finally reveal everything I know to you. This too must be the will of Elion. There was once a woman with beautiful crimson locks. Her name was Enslar, and she commanded the attention of all those who dare set eyes upon her. She was full of warmth and displayed a strong sense of justice. I wished to fight alongside her, even if it was just as her shadow. And so, I climbed through the ranks of the church and found myself as the high priest. I believed, with all my soul, that she would become the light to save this damned world, and I would devote all of my efforts to ensure that outcome. Countless lives were sacrificed, but I viewed them but mere trifles to achieve the greater purpose. For at the time, I was filled with such a strong conviction that this was the only way to usher in salvation to the world. Excuse me, my throat is a bit parched from all this talking. I'm sorry, but do you mind bringing me some water? Of course, because God forbid from have everything in one go. I need the suspense, and I keep getting stuck. Okay, here your water, Bacho. Thank you. I feel much better now. Where did I leave off again?
Light has a different meaning for those who are acquainted with the dark.
Yes, Kzarka. At first, it was all for her. Not Kzarka, Enslar. On second thought, no, it was solely I who held such beliefs. Enslar seemed to hesitate at first, but then she marched up onto the altar, her eyes gleaming with certainty. That was how we summoned Kzarka into this world, and then she disobeyed the direct order of the church, just as I had secretly wished for. Can you imagine that moment of pure bliss? And when she drew her sword onto Kzarka, that was the pivotal moment where I thought I fulfilled my lifelong wish. Elion, however, did not allow it to be so. Enslar was consumed in pure light, but dissipated into oblivion almost instantly. The price to pay was steep. I would never got over her death for the rest of my life. I tried to spend the rest of my years repenting within the monastery, but they simply did not leave me alone. Even I, the highest priest of Ilian Church, was but a lowly pawn of the Shadow Knights.
Fools wish for easy salvation.
This place is where the sacrificial offering to the altar of the evil god are held. The church, no, Fraternity of Light, supplies the offerings overseen by the Shadow Knights. The Fraternity of Light have already infiltrated the highest ranks of the Elionian Church. It's possible that some of the priests you've already met are part of the Fraternity as well. Pure people of innocent blood are chosen as sacrifice, then sent to Calpheon Shrine within the mountain range to the west. I tried to save them during their transport, but I failed miserably. I was helpless to do anything. I beg of you, you have managed to subdue the Shadow Knights, have you not? Please save the innocent who have been taken against their will. The Valkyrie you are searching for will most likely have gone to the Calpheon Shrine to save the people. Please, I beg you.
Repentance does not satisfy.
That's so pathetic. It's hard to watch. It's nothing more than weakly justifying your own uselessness. Using others still just to make yourself feel better and going on to blame the Shadow Knights. How pathetic is it that the High Priest of a state religion is so feeble-minded? Well, anyhow, I guess it's something interesting to see nonetheless. Let's move on and begin our search through the Western Mountains. Okay, almost done. This must be the place. This wasn't what been catching my attention when we were in Trent. Do you hear that? Someone is calling out for help. It sounds like Nella's voice. Oh wait, I can hear other voices too. Let's hurry up and go there. Yay, the sacred guards. Adventure? How on earth did you find your way here? Let me tell you who they are. These people are part of the secret guards who were specially hired to assist with my investigation. Is anything wrong? Wait, you know each other?
I will accept whatever I come to see here.
Wow, what a coincidence! It's good that you all It's good that you all already know each other. I can safely leave you with them. Well then, I need to be excused. There's something I need to meet. It won't take too long. Adventurer, go with the secret guards to investigate the shrine. I'll see you again.
I will unveil the
Okay.
truth, even if I have to go to the ends of the earth.
I've got a bad feeling about this place. There are things that shouldn't be happening here at this shrine.
Yep. It's been a long time, adventurer. I see that you are in good spirits as always.
Look at these relics before me. How were they?
I heard this place used to be a holy ground for Elionism, but this energy... It seems you have been doing well, so I'll get straight to the point. We've gathered together with Nella to investigate the things that are happening within this shrine. The problem is Yaz. The problem is always Yaz. She went into the shrine before us, but hasn't come out yet. She's probably fine, but I want to check on her before we leave, just to make sure. You don't say. We can talk about what we came for after we find Yaz.
Darkness will engulf this world if we don't stop the event.
And so let's go looking for Yaz. Oh, you? Aren't you the adventurer? Wow, did you come to rescue me? I thought I'd have to spend my entire life in this horrible place. That's so awesome of you. Oh, what am I doing? There are going to come back in droves again. We should stay here. Let's talk once we get... We shouldn't stay here. Let's talk once we get out of here. I'll see you outside, okay? So yes, it's again back and forth, basically. This is so hard to believe. Oh, but wait a minute. Why is that only the two of you came out? What happened to Luffy? As soon as you went in, Luffy entered the shrine too, to look for Yaz. Oh boy, Yaz is fine now, but now that Luffy has not returned, could you go find him and bring him back?
Darkness will engulf this world if we don't.
And this is one of the most stupid things that can happen. I swear. Because basically, like, you go in, like, oh my god, please save Yaz. Like, 5 seconds later, like, oh yeah, by the way, we also lost Luffy. Like, bro, are you for real? Am I a joke to you? Ew. I knew you'd come look for me. I'm sure those bastards are up to something terrible here. Well, then why going in without any help? Thanks for the rescue. Why don't we save the pleasantries for after we get out of here? Like, bro, it's not me getting stuck here, by the way. You saw those strange beings inside the shrine, right? They were summoning Kzarka. Those people were brought here to be used as offering in the ceremony. Go tell Martha. Let's go back. I'll leave after you. Yeah, of course, because if we also had to deal with the whole thing of having the NPCs following us, like, it would be very, very tragic, the situation. At least we are spared from that. Kzarka was originally sealed here at Calpheon Shrine. This shrine is one... Of course.
Look at these relics
This shrine is one of the entrances for the Eternity of Darkness. We found the seal was unlocked while we were investigating here at the request of Encarotia. The records say that Edana sealed all the entrances in the ancient times, but we found that the spot where the sealing stone must be was empty. And here you can see that in the original concept, Edana was supposed to be one person, and with later updates it became more people. Strange, right? Something could have happened to the stone. You don't say. That's why I started investigating the records. Though records are inconsistent sometimes, all records say that the sealing stone is indestructible. So we can say that the stone cannot be broken. On that much, we can agree. That means that the sealing stone we are looking for must be still intact, but moved to somewhere else by someone.
Darkness will engulf this world if we don't stop the events.
Ah, my head hurts. Never mind it. Go and talk to Luffy.
Do you know how the ancients hid themselves from the world? Let me tell you.
Yes, the puzzle is getting solved. I'm talking about the sealing stone. Was it a year ago? I came across some bandits who were planning to make off with treasure from an old shrine in Calpheon. They spoke of great treasures hidden within the shrine. Although they didn't seem like the brightest bunch, they were good at what they did. Despite having gone through extremely tight security to make their way to the heart of the shrine, they couldn't find anything of value. That's when they changed plans and began to grab anything that was shiny. In these, they said they discovered a stone emanating a strange energy.
I was right all along.
They grabbed the stone and started to leg it. They said it felt as if something was chasing them, something with intense fury. Although they managed to escape the shrine with their loot, they ran into Cyclops in the forest and lost the whole damn loot in the confusion. At the time, I thought it was just another tall tale of some drunken fools. But now I look back, it may be their story wasn't entirely nonsense. If the sailing stone is now in the hands of the Cyclops, and if it is still alive, I don't know if he's referring to the sealing stone or the Cyclops, there's a very real chance you might be able to get it back. If I'm right, the sealing stone would have guided the Cyclops back to the shrine. You might be able to find a Cyclops nearby that has gone astray from the land of the Cyclops. I can't say this for sure, but still, I say it's worth a try to look for it. Time to get moving.
Now I'll find out what they were up to.
At least this little part of the questline makes kinda sense. Let's say it makes sense. Also, friendly reminder that I am like basically using a character at like after doing the whole graduation. So, yeah. You're kidding, you actually found it? You never cease to amaze me. But I suppose we had pretty good lead to go on then.
I was right all along. The key to unraveling was in this shrine.
Now, it's time to return the sealing stone to where it belongs. Let's hear what Martha Kien has to say.
This shrine always gives me the creeps. It gives off a very bad vibe.
I've got
Oh,
a
you
bad
recovered
feeling
the
about
sealing
this.
stone and came
There are
back.
things that shouldn't
There
be
is a
happening
ceremonial
inside the
room.
shrine.
There is a ceremonial room in the center of the shrine.
Look at these relics before me.
You can enter only through a mysterious device, which will not be easy to find. You must place the sealing stone on the altar of the room. Many lives have been sacrificed inside a shrine already. You must hurry. If they already started the ritual, the civilization will cease to exist. Like the ancients, here I mark the entrance. Let's meet there. What's that look? Don't worry about me, I won't be a fool like Laffy or Yaz, last famous words. Once you finish, I'll go right in. Please, get ready to go as soon as possible.
Darkness will engulf this world if we don't stop the events that are about to
I'm
unfold
ready.
in here.
Great, I marked the place where we should meet up. I have never been inside before, but I'm certain you can get in through this secret entrance. You go first. I'll follow after you.
Do you know how the ancients hid themselves from us?
Shh, over here. What is the center of the shrine? Do you see that statue? That's the door to the secret chamber. It seems they placed the statue over there to hide the entrance. Hurry, the ritual might have already begun. We must stop the ancient god from entering our world again. And here you can ask again if you didn't understand. You'll move to a hidden place to proceed with the quest. Continue? Yes. Okay, perfect. And here we have the ritual. And here we have Kzarka. Look how beautiful it is. Awesome. Give it a little bit. There is a peculiar spot around here to activate the cutscene. I always forget which one. Okay, now should be ready. Almost. Ecco, here we go. Okay, it didn't trigger the cutscene. Very nice. Very, very nice. It's hard to believe what I just saw. That woman! She was actually the one that told me about the sealing stone. She said she was a sorceress from Medea. But it seems like this has been what she was after all along. But even if it didn't get to attain its full form, how could someone do that to an ancient god? What happens to a god that has lost its soul? Okay, the cutscene didn't trigger, But what was supposed to happen was to trigger the cinematic where Enslar would appear and summon Kzarka and steal his soul. Sadly, the questline is very old and very buggy. And what was the woman trying to achieve? I thought we finally stopped the Fraternity of Light and revealed the dark secret of Elionian Church, but it seems like we uncovered something even greater. Only if Eden and Orwen were here. I will contact Eden and Orwen. I have a favor for you. To be honest, there is something that bothers me. We sealed off the Calpheon shrine, right? But what if there was another way to Kzarka's realm? What if there's a sealing stone at the Serendia shrine? The ancient god, where his soul stolen, would go berserk. This isn't something we can overlook. A shrine that look just like this exists in Serendia. The Shadow Knights and the Fraternity of Light were waiting for this day. Just because we won this battle doesn't mean we won the war. They will never stop. Since they revealed themselves today, they will go into hiding again. But we must check. Please, head to Serendia Shrine. You must meet Priest Hakon here. There. Before that, why don't you stop by Trent and make preparation for your journey? I hear Beverly Trente is aiding the adventurers by helping out with their support, with their supplies. And basically, you have to go to Trent to get your one of your horses. But it's a quest that you can complete once per family. So once you get the horsey, I guess, I don't know, because maybe they removed it. I did the OG quest line and they started to give different horses throughout the story. So I don't know, but basically, yeah, the whole point is like, hey, I'm a horse keeper. Mind me giving you some help and support and supplies. Are you the adventurer? Martha Kien told me. You'll be going on a long journey, so I prepared things you might need on the road. You'll be traveling by horse, I presume. Here's some fresh carrots I harvested today. However, if you have already obtained a horse in Velia, I'm sorry, but I can't give you another one. Yeah, exactly as I thought. One horse per needy adventurer is the policy, I'm afraid. Since you've made it all the way here, can I at least help you with any repairs? And of course, here, like, giving you
High quality carrots can only be acquired
notes.
through farming.
What comes forth is all that matters now. You said you were going to Serendia Shrine. It's a long road ahead, but we must confirm the truth about ancient god who lost his soul. Please, head to Serendia Shrine. You must meet Priest Hakon there.
Our village is supplying arms to Trina Fort. Firing wagons are...
As I was saying before, at the Calpheon ball, Jay, the one giving us the hammer, said that new rework will be released next year. It will be the rework of Serendia, and in theory it should cover until the north part of Calpheon. So it's like Serendia rework with a bit of Calpheon. Basically, like, it should cover the origin of Kzarka and the story of Jordan. So it should cover what now is covered by the crossroads. So all Serendia and let's say 1/3 of Calpheon. But I guess they will need to make some adjustment for Calpheon as well, at least concerning certain dialogues and text. Because if they are going to explain the story of Kzarka in Serendia main quest now, it might be problematic having this part of Serendia as well. Also, sorry, of Kzarka in Calpheon. Also, I'm not sure they are going to keep the part of Ilesra. Because the part of Ilesra is the reason why, like the way they justify Kzarka spawning in Serendia Shrine. Which is like, yes, we defeated those guys trying to summon Kzarka in Calpheon, however, nothing stops them to summon Kzarka in Serendia. And now it will be even worse because Kzarka will be Berserk since he's soulless. So probably they will keep the soulless thing, I guess. But I'm not even sure about that. Because to be fair, already after the events of Mountain of Eternal Winter, I mean, it's not really there. Like, should have been kinda corrupted already for the summon, soulless or not soulless. Then of course things got worse with Elvia because of Hadum, and we got the nightmarish Kzarka, but already after Mountain of Eternal Winter he wasn't doing that good. So I'm not sure if they are going to keep the whole thing about wrong place, about Kzarka, about the soulless Kzarka. Did I put the horse? Okay. But yeah, the fact that we had to wait like 7 years to get the full story, and hoping that we'll get the full story. Talking about Kzarka. What? Kzarka has been set free without soul? My god. Did you win my alien? The evil god is alive in this world once again. This is quite a problem. I've been investigating this area for quite a while, but they recently increased their numbers, making it quite difficult to sneak inside the shrine. The disguise made is perfect, mind you, but somehow they immediately saw right through it. They can smell your absence of Kzarka. We almost as if they could see something that is simply can't. However, if you go in and distract them, I'm sure it will be a different story. For if you do so, I'll be able to go and investigate the place of ritual. So, what do you think? You up for the task? And let's go distract the cultist, aka killing them all without mercy. Okay, let's go back to our friend to see what did he discover. This isn't good. This isn't good indeed. Part of the sealing stone found in Serendia Shrine was damaged some time ago. Though an incomplete barrier should still be able to keep Kzarka at bay for a while, it won't hold him back forever. In fact, it's going to spawn in 10 minutes. Also, like, let's remember the famous sealing stone that technically was undestructible, but whatever. Judging from the cultists' recent movements, the day of Kzarka's reawakening might be upon us. The Calpheon Parliament must be informed of the situation. This is no longer something I can handle on my own. Please hurry, this is urgent matter of the topmost priority. And at least now, they teleport us, which is very appreciated, so you don't have to go back and forth.
Calpheon will prosper until the end of time.
Did you say the barrier of Serendia Shrine has become unstable? To think that Kzarka's resurrection might be soon upon us, despite being soulless husks, the cultist thirst for chaos is endless. Who knows what else those damned cultists might do next? This sounds absurd. However, since it is you who is telling me this, because we told him about Elezra stealing the soul, we must have an emergency parliamentary session at once. If your report is true, the threat of Kzarka will become real soon. Commander Delphard Castellion is insisting that the Trina Knights should be stationed at the Serendia Shrine, but stationing a whole army in a different territory is an easy task. Even though they are at our command, this will surely cause political conflict. I mean, you're already destroying everything. So we are thinking of suggesting something to you. Would you be able to gather adventurers like you? If you gather adventurers and form a guild, the Calpheon Parliament will support the guild you formed. Please protect Calpheon and this continent. We shall support the free adventurers to the very end.
Only the fit shall be.
And we received bread. Bread, indeed. So basically, this is how in game the guilds were introduced. And this is how in the game it is justified that it's not Calpheon or Serendia defeating and keeping under control Kzarka, but are the adventurers, which is closer to the whole storytelling concerning the fact that we are not heroes, but we are mercenaries, forming guild and organizing among ourselves. And I actually like that, but I guess we'll have to say goodbye because they are kind of changing the sort of storytelling they want to use, since now they are going more for the hero/adventurer. So yeah, that was it. This was my Christmas gift, finishing finally this quest. When we'll be back, we'll see if we want to continue with the main quest, because of course it would be nice to see how media should be changed since they added Ulukita and some things got changed. But there is also the whole thing about the scholar, so yeah, many things to do. during the holiday we'll decide what to do. And thank you everyone for watching, and happy holidays. Bye.